Je voudrais parler de l'achat de médicaments puisqu'il s'agit d'un budget d'1 milliard de roupies, et également sur l'achat d'équipements et d'autres produits de santé. Let me remind the House that the procurement procedures are established under the Public Procurement Act and date back to many, many years. And all honorable members who believe that there are lacunes, there are copains, copines, and whatever all they were saying, they should have been to the police. They should have come and declare it in the public and not only use immunity in this House to say whatever they feel. C'est vrai, nous devons nous remettre en question sur l'achat des médicaments et d'équipements. Nous assumons nos responsabilités, que ce soit pour les respirateurs de plaque and blister, le molnupiravir ou encore l'allocation de contrats. Ce type de situations ne sont pas nouveaux, et cela sous différents gouvernements. Ce n'est pas seulement, c'est maintenant. Laissez-moi vous donner quelques exemples. I insist, I have no intention to defend or to look for excuses or to put the blame on others. Revenons donc aux exemples. In Audit Report 2006, I quote, biomedical and high-tech equipment were procured to the tune of 80.4 million rupees. Information on equipment was missing. There was no evidence of physical verification of the assets. Incomplete record and inadequate control lead to poor safeguard and maintenance of these assets. The National Audit Office informed the ministry to take remedial measures, but 1 year after, the office advised nothing was done, rien. L'honorable Duval, l'honorable Mohamed, l'honorable Boulel, l'honorable Duman et l'honorable Omir ont à plusieurs fois fait référence à l'achat des respirateurs avec Pack and Blister. Mais qu'est-ce qu'ils vont dire sur le 80,4 millions de roupies gaspillés en 2006? Est-ce que vous avez continué de penser en dehors du boîte? Je me demande maintenant. Is it not, at that time, is it not dilapider les fonds publics? Is squandering public funds? I'm asking Honorable Utim. I could have made reference to these cases well before, Mr. Speaker, sir. But purposely, I haven't done so. Not especially for political mileage, but I did not, I will explain to you later. I will now quote the audit report of 2009. 10,346 boxes of test strips to determine glucose in blood worth 2.6 million rupees had to be discarded. It was found that glucometers were in fact not meant for use in hospital. L'honorable Ganga Prasad peut-il nous dire si c'était des stocks fictifs ou fantômes? Can he inquire from his seniors who were at that time in power? What have they done when they have noted such discrepancies? Honorable Mohammed, unfortunately he's not here. When you lost election, you challenged the leadership of your party. But then, when you were in government at that time, maybe he was minister, you did not dare to question such gaspillage. Where were you? Mr. Speaker, sir, at that time, was it not chaos at the ministry? What yesterday Honorable Mohammed was saying? Let's go back once more to the audit report of the year 2009. Drugs evaluated at 4,8 million rupees. So 4.8 million rupees were purchased for 27,7 million under emergency procurement. So now let's, at that time, this was the year 2009. Drugs again procured under emergency procurement at more than 12 million rupees had to be discarded. Where is Honorable Juman left? During the same financial year because of short shelf life. So he has to go and do that, some research, and I believe they will come up and tell us what happened. Honorable Leader of Opposition était au gouvernement à cette époque. Il était ministre à cette époque, si je ne crois pas. Oui. Est-ce que l'expert comptable peut nous dire combien ces 39 millions de roupies peuvent bien valoir aujourd'hui? Parce que you talk about depreciation of rupees, you talk about devaluation et tout. Quelle était la valeur de ces millions jetés à la poubelle à cette époque? So you keep on referring to National Audit Report. I will give you more. C'est ça le résultat de résultat, low résultat. That's what was he used to say, résultat, low résultat. And at that time, Mr. Speaker, sir, there was no COVID. There was no pandemic. Then maybe the virus of COVID was already here. And this is why they avail to emergency procurement. Again, I will come up to some audit report. Contracts worth to 3 million rupees for the cleaning of 7 hospitals were awarded to companies with no experience in such services. And in spite of recurrent complaints on their service delivery, their initial contract of 3 months was prolonged to 1 year. Now, unfortunately, Honorable Juman is not here. Est-ce que Honorable Juman peut informer la Chambre si c'était des bijoutiers ou des employés de Quincaillerie qui ont eu ce contrat? He should have come and tell us, because he used to say bijoutier and Quincaillerie. Come now and tell us. I hope Honorable Utim is also listening carefully. And maybe he can inform us whether that these companies had d'huile dans les oreilles. I don't know. So I'm just referring to that time. Now, was Honorable Juman aware of such happenings? Or at that time, he was busy paying his fines for bribery at that time? We know that what he was convicted for. He himself said that he had all information from the Ministry of Health. He said so. Maybe he has access to leaked documents, maybe. I can't control each and every stuff, which he then brings to this house, and we know about it. In fact, today itself, I received a message, a text message on my phone from my staff informing that they believe that someone in the ministry is plying some manigance. So this is the level. This is the level, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would also ask Honorable Juman why he remains silent on companies who have been defaulting. For example, what Honorable Omir said, delaying delivery of clopidogrel since December 21. They will not come and ask me a question about this. During his speech, I will see if he chooses again to be selective on some companies. Let's wait. Why is he remaining chup-chap on this company who defaulted in the supply of heparin? Again, this is what just stated by Honorable Omir. I did have this information. With time, I'm going to give you all the information. Listening to Honorable Juman last time, it is as if he knows everything. At what time I reach the office, at what time I leave, at what time I have lunch, and even at what time I do go to the restroom. Now, speaking of which, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me take the honorable member to the audit report of 2010. In 2010, the Ministry of Health procured 222 toilet sets to be installed in regional hospitals. And in 2012, the National Audit Office took them to task and underlined that in 2 years, only 1 toilet set had been installed. So what happened there? This is their level of professionalism. This is what they were doing. They should have also come at that time and give their views. Now I will invite Honorable Gangaposad. He also left. Why everybody is leaving? There was no point of order from the honorable. Anyway, now I will invite Honorable Gangaposad to kindly go back to his own queries made during the supplementary appropriation 2021-2022. Was it incompetence or not? Was it lycéen PV saucisse? At that time, there was no lycéen and no saucisse. Can he inform the House what discrepancies were noted? The discrepancies represented what sum of money? How come such discrepancies occurred? I'm just giving the same question what he said, he put to me last time. And why no initial due diligence was carried out? What sum of money was recouped for the payments made? Il n'y avait pas de guichet automatique. Someone said that government has a guichet automatique, and then that's what we were doing. I am putting this question to him now. And I will add one more question. Why were there absolutely no policies? This is the government's job. And to take decisions to address those issues. There now I will come, why I said in the earlier, why before I did not come out with that. The opposition is running out of arguments. And the latest comment made by the leader of opposition is a clear example. Mr. Speaker, sir, give me some time. I'll have only 5 to 10 minutes. I will go back to Honorable Juval's comments on Kukuruku. Even he doesn't know to differentiate between Cocorico and Kukuruku. So yesterday, he made that. So I'm sure, even Honorable Omi also made that. I'm sure many of us are fans of late Kishore Kumar's and the hit song of the Indian blockbuster Bombay to Goa, starring Amitabh Bachchan, s'il vous plaît. Is it a sin to celebrate Christmas at a cousin's place singing Kishore Kumar songs with my family? Or should I inform the House how many members of this House have publicly been in public gathering without mask? Should we remind Mr. Honorable Omir that he was himself in a child gathering to celebrate New Year party in a restaurant without mask? Should I remind you? Is this Hindi song, Mr. Speaker, sir, coming back to Kukuruku, is this Hindi song so bad? Is late Kishore Kumar so bad? Should I dance Macarena on the beach with you? With who? Should I do that? Mr. Speaker, sir, if you don't like Kukuruku, fair enough. But I think next time I will dance Macarena on the beach with whom I don't know. Should I spend holidays in Swiss Alps with who? I don't know. But unfortunately, I will keep on singing Kukuruku and I will keep on dancing with my family for the New Year and Christmas party. Mr. Speaker, sir, it's not over with Kukuruku. At least I can sing Kukuruku. But PMSD se cook in arrêt de santé lui-même. So this is not my problem, Mr. Speaker, sir. So if it's... For all these years, Mr. Speaker, sir, in 5 minutes, I will get over with my... Mr. Speaker, sir, now I'll come seriously. For all these years, they were in power. And in spite of all these points highlighted year in year by National Audit Office, they remain idle. As I stated earlier, there is a reason why I have not made reference to all these scandals earlier, not for political mileage or to look for an excuse. We in this government chose to work instead of indulging in demagogy. And what we have done, I will tell you. We have identified shortcomings. We need proper stock management of medicine. We need proper stock monitoring for expiry drugs. And we need to ensure that suppliers are not defaulting. Since January, my ministry is already working with the OPSG, Office of the Public Sector Good Governance, to enhance procedures and adopt best practices in procurement procedures first. Second, we are conducting an inquiry on stock management through our internal control at the Central Supplies Division. Third, we are coming up with a modern warehouse at Côte d'Or. Fourth, we are working with the Ministry of Finance and to separate the procurement of medicine, consumables and equipment from the ministry. This will henceforth be done on a separate, independent body. In fact, yesterday itself, officers of my ministry and myself had a meeting with officers of the Ministry of Finance and the State Law Office, and also officers of the Public Procurement Office to work out the modalities to separate this entity. Hopefully, this may come up in the finance bill as a new measure. This entity will also work out on procurement of drugs on a G2G basis. Regarding expired drugs, yes, we have discarded pharmaceutical products, but the opposition should know that these expired products have been accumulated since 2013. Even between 2003 and 2013, the same pattern was observed. Mr. Speaker, sir, so this present budget, I will conclude.